2 minutes. The distinguished gentleman from California.
Gentleman from California is recognized for 2 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. I want to thank him for his persistence in pushing this legislation and finally to have this legislation back from the Senate today so that we can help school districts. The scandals that were permitted under the Bush administration cost middle-class families trillions of dollars in the loss of wealth, in their pension plans, in their jobs, in the value of their homes. Now the question is whether or not school children in this nation should be further victims of these financial scandals that were tolerated, and whether or not these school districts that have had the revenues that they rely on to fund the schools that have been ripped away because of the loss of property values, because of the loss of sales tax, because of the loss of income tax, because of the results of those scandals. The answer to this bill is no. That in fact we should help school districts make sure that children can get a first-class education, that they don't lose a year of education. A year of education because of those financial scandals that happened on the watch of the past administration as the banks and Wall Street ran amok. So we should pass this bill and make sure that those 160,000 teachers can return to the classroom. I'd like to ask the gentleman a question. It's my understanding, the chairman, under this legislation, that when the governor makes application for these funds, under the bill, the governor, the secretary can require the governor to choose one of two formulas, the state allocation formula or the Title I formula, and to post that formula so school districts would then be able to know their allocation as soon as possible so they could start to rehire people and start to reduce class sizes or other decisions that school boards hope to make to provide for that education. Is that your understanding, that that's permitted under this legislation?
That's the committee's intent.
So that the governor would put that in the application, declare the formula, and post that so school districts would be on the earliest possible notice.
That's our intent.
I thank the gentleman. And again, I want to thank you. You sent this bill to the Senate, the House Senate, last year. You sent it 3 times this year. And thank you again for your persistence and your work on this issue.
The gentleman from California is recognized.
Madam